I've seen a lot of people talking about how to use thought leader ads in ad campaigns or using ad budget on the paid ads platform. So I wanted to weigh in. Of course, I want a disclaimer that this is my opinion and this is what I've seen from my experience. That doesn't mean people haven't seen other results or other types of tactics that they've experienced that they may have seen success with. However, I have seen enough accounts to make certain assertions where I'm going to talk about what I've seen be successful and some of the mistakes that you see. First of all, thought leaders are such a great component to a paid media campaign because now you have both aspects of appealing to a target audience and a prospects and influencing them to convert. And when I say both aspects, every company will say that they're the best at what they do. Every company will, right? Obviously, they're not going to say, we're mediocre, but we're better than nothing. Right? There's only so much trust that you can get from your prospects by promoting yourself as a company and your brand. The critical missing component for a lot of companies is the voice of that company. So that's where thought leadership ads or thought leadership posts come into play because those are the experts at the company that actually make that company great. It's not just the company saying they're amazing, it's the expert saying, here is my expertise, and this is what makes us so good. But that being said, I see a lot of recommendations that just use the posts that get the highest engagement and have the most likes or comments. And in my opinion, I want to make really clear that I don't think that's always the best move. And I'm not saying don't use your highly engaged posts, but there is a caveat to that, right? Because you want it to make sure, or you want to make sure that it's a post that really shares expertise. Also, I've seen a lot of people that run thought leader top of funnel, thought leader middle of funnel, and then they're hoping to get results from that. And I rarely see that setup that actually yields good results for people. The reason being is that thought leader ads don't drive a lot of intent. So it's really good because it's showing these expertise posts to your target audience. But just because somebody likes or comments or shares a post doesn't mean that they have intent to actually check out the solution. So one of the biggest missteps I see is, first of all, people run this thought leader ad top of funnel. And any audience that you build based off those interactions are audience based on those clicks, right? Those clicks that aren't necessarily action driven or intent driven. And then you might put thought leader ad middle of funnel. So you're just retargeting your top funnel thought leader interactions with mid funnel thought leader interactions. So here's the best way that I found to do it. First of all, for your thought leader post, find the posts that really share expertise, preferably ones that have high engagement because you already know that people like that sharing of expertise. Don't post things that are just brand building. That's not going to be intent for your offer. And you want as much intent as possible to get value in your pipeline and in your funnel. So once you have this, it works best when you run this in tandem with some other kind of campaign. So you run maybe a single image campaign with intent driven ads where people can click on it and go to your website with intent. And then alongside that, you run thought leaders, which are great for brand equity, right? It's great for building that brand and letting people see the experts that represent the company. So it's really great for brand equity, and you need brand equity to get conversions. Now, I absolutely will run thought leader ads middle of funnel, again, maybe alongside videos or maybe alongside single images that have on the company side blogs, white papers, any type of content for the company to show, look, this is why we're so good at what we do. But then that thought leader component, people trust people. And with that, it's going to build trust from both sides, from both angles, from the people of the company and the company itself. That's creating this fuller picture for the prospects that are considering your offer. Now, it's okay to use this intent driven traffic and website traffic and company page traffic to retarget with. But what you don't want to do is include this in there because those interactions, again, are not intent driven. So what happens is you fill your funnel with a lot of prospects that didn't have intent and didn't go to your website. And now you're wasting ad dollars trying to convince them to be interested. So what I'll typically do is I might throw in one other campaign somewhere around here in the funnel. And what I want to do is filter out the thought leader traffic and put in front of them an intent driven campaign to actually get the people that might be interested in exploring the product more. And then from there, I'll include this audience in my regular middle funnel audiences. So those are my recommendations on using Thought Leader. Please don't use posts that just get a lot of engagement. You still want to make sure that they show your expertise. And even down here, you want to use even more. Don't think about it for the likes or the comments or the engagement. Think about it as, what do I want my prospects to see to show them that I'm an expert at what I do? And then the rest will fall into place. They don't always engage with posts, but they'll consider your post because you're sharing your expertise. So I hope that helps. Good luck on your Thought Leader campaigns.